Hey guys, I got new glasses to better see the imperfections in my Blu-rays, so you know what that means? It's time for a TikTok video. Now today we're taking a look at Severin Films 4K UHD of The Changeling. They previously released this back in 2018 as a Blu-ray. This time they have given it a 4K scan of the internegative. Previously it was a 4K scan of the interpositive. For some reason the camera negative can't be located, so this is the best that we're getting right now. The movie begins with a tragedy as George C. Scott's family is wiped out by a completely avoidable car accident. From there, he moves to this gigantic mansion, which is haunted, and he starts to experience weird things as a little boy who lived there begins to show him how he was murdered and the events that transpired in that house. From there, he begins to unravel this mystery that involves a senator who is actually the changeling of that little boy, swapped out because of an inheritance and a disability. The movie has really been known to be one of the spookier films that came out around the time. I don't personally agree that this film is that scary, which it doesn't necessarily need to be, but it has been known to have like that sort of connotation, and I don't really agree. I think it is a really good movie. It has a lot of good themes to it and a very suspenseful plot with a lot of atmosphere and chilliness to it. I just don't want people going in expecting to have their pants scared off because I don't. However, if you enjoy paranormal movies like The Legend of Hell House, I think you'll really get a lot of enjoyment out of The Changeling as well. So let's talk about this 4K from Severin Films. This is a minor upgrade to the Blu-ray. It's not going to be miles better than what you have seen previously. It does resolve grain a little bit better, still kind of chunky and gritty in parts. The blacks with the HDR are not as deep as I would have expected. And then the HDR itself with the color enhancement is going to be very divisive. Depending on your TV and how it handles HDR, you might notice that the reds are extremely rosy and kind of blown out. A lot of people have commented that George C. Scott looks red in a lot of scenes. I didn't really personally see that too much. I didn't think he looked like a raging alcoholic or anything like that. But you definitely will notice that it's pretty inconsistent with the reds. I was, you know, in my opinion, this isn't really worth an upgrade if you already own the Blu-ray. It does have a couple new extra features with the director, and it does have a third disc with the CD. However, if you already bought the limited edition Blu-ray version, then you got the CD. So besides the new slipcover, there's not a lot of additional material here, and the upgrade to the transfer is not it's just marginal, so it's really not enough to give a full recommendation. It's good, but with the caveat that if you already own it, you probably don't need to double dip. Check out cultsploitation.com for more scans and screenshots.